Everyone, my name's Jessica, and today I'm going to talk about one of the lifestyle medicine pillars, healthful eating, with a focus on whole food, plant predominant diet. We'll look at what it is, why it matters, and how simple changes can make a big difference in long-term health. According to the American College of Lifestyle Medicine, a whole food, plant predominant diet is really about choosing foods in their most natural form. Things like vegetables, fruits, whole grains, beans, nuts, and seeds. It also means cutting back on processed foods, sugary snacks, refined grains, and too many animal products. ACLM suggests that ideally most, around 90 to 100% of our calories should come from whole, minimally processed plant foods. Eating this way supports a healthy weight, steadier blood sugar, and lower inflammation, which can help reduce chronic disease risk. The key point is that it isn't about being all or nothing, and you don't have to be vegan. It's simply about shifting your palate so plants take the lead instead of processed or high-fat animal foods. There's a lot of strong research showing how powerful this type of eating can be. For example, Adventist Health Study found that people who followed a plant-based diet tend to have lower body weight, lower blood pressure, and a lower risk of heart disease. That's huge when we think about long-term health. Another study published by JAMA Internal Medicine found that simply increasing plant foods, especially things like beans, whole grains, and nuts, was linked to a lower risk of overall mortality and cardiovascular mortality. Even replacing small amounts of animal foods with plant-based foods made a difference. When we look at the opposite side of the spectrum, relying heavily on processed foods, things like processed meats, refined carbohydrates, and sugary snacks, has some serious consequences. Research consistently shows that these types of foods are linked to a higher rate of chronic conditions, including type 2 diabetes, hypertension, obesity, and heart disease. One of the biggest reasons for this is inflammation. Highly processed foods tend to promote inflammation in the body and are often high in calories but low in nutrients. Over time, this combination puts stress on the body and increased disease risk. This is why shifting towards a whole, plant-predominant eating can be so powerful. It naturally reduces inflammation and helps the body maintain a healthier balance. One simple and very effective strategy is the plate method. It's exactly what it sounds like, a visual way to balance meals without counting calories. Your plate is divided into half vegetables and fruits, 1/4 whole grains, 1/4 plant-based proteins like beans, lentils, or tofu. This method is flexible, easy to remember, and supported by research. Harvard School of Public Health found that the plate method helps improve diet quality, blood sugar control, and long-term adherence to healthier eating habits. Because it's visual and simple, people tend to stick to it, which makes it a powerful behavioral change tool. Here is a fit example for using the plate method consistently. Frequency. Try using plate method for at least one meal a day and gradually move toward doing it for most of your meals. Intensity. This takes a moderate level of effort, mainly being intentional with choices, not strict or complicated. Time. Give yourself 4 weeks to follow this pattern. That's long enough to build habits and notice changes like better energy, digestion, and mood. Type. Meals built around whole plant foods, fruits, veggies, whole grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds, while keeping processed foods and meats to a minimum. This fit plan helps you stay consistent and makes healthful eating more sustainable in the long run. So a whole food, plant predominant diet is one of the most effective ways to improve your health. Small, simple strategies like the plate method can lower disease risk, boost energy, and support overall wellness. Thank you so much for listening.